alcohol. It is no use. So try making healthier choices in life and try adding lot amount of water. That is where you can actually see the difference in your body. You can try those things a bit.
Oh, so you're saying you have to stop drinking alcohol? वो नहीं होएगा
Yeah,
रे?
obviously. तो minimum करना होगा. Starting में तो minimum करना होगा. Yeah.
हाँ.
You can't do it directly once a go, but you can at least make it little less. जैसे एक खंबे से क्वार्टर में तो आ ही सकते हैं.
हाँ.
या फिर एक क्वार्टर से एक पैक पे तो आ ही सकते हैं.
हाँ, एक पैक तो बनता है ना वीकेंड पे.
हाँ. Yeah, that is a cheat day, na then. I would say, like when you stand and talk somewhere, like as a gesture. Now I can't just sit like that and I talk to you because that doesn't look good.
Oh, I was actually sitting like this from so long.
Yeah.
So let's sit straight now. Welcome back to SYWK Podcast. Wow, we are finally in 2021, and I hope it's better than 2022. 2020, yeah. So wishing all my listeners a happy and a prosperous new year. Well, every year a lot of people have a new year resolution, and as per the stats, 75% of the people decide to join the gym or at least get healthier. And this episode is all about fitness, and we will also be breaking some myths about it. By the way, that 75%, it's just my assumption. So anyways, joining me on this episode is someone who I personally was impressed with his fitness journey. Someone who is young, dedicated and a hard-working personal trainer. He is the one and only Wilson Gomes. If you do find this episode valuable, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Today with me is a fitness coach. He is Wilson Gomes. So hi Wilson, thank you for joining me on my podcast
Hi,
channel.
Desmond.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It is an honor to get you on my channel and talk all about fitness. So before we start, if you can tell us something about yourself, about your journey on how you got into fitness.
Okay. So my name is Wilson. I am in fitness industry from past 3 years. Okay. I am still doing my certification. So I'm appearing for this ACSM CPT exam from the course called ACSM, okay, which is a American institute from where I'm getting certified right now. That's the one thing. And how I started my journey, it is not a big journey where you say कि हाँ मैंने कुछ life में खोया था या फिर people say that I got motivated from this, so I was a very skinny guy or I was a very fat guy. It was nothing like that for me. It was just I wanted a change in my life. I was very bored with what I was doing. So I was doing a desk job before this and I didn't wanted the same thing to happen. So I just wanted to change my life. I started gymming. That's where I thought this is what I want to do in my life, and that's how I started getting into fitness. So that's how I got into fitness. Yeah.
So your journey is not like others, like मैं पहले बहुत मोटा था और फिर उसके बाद gym चालू किया.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Yeah, it's just a focus that I thought that's a better way of living. Okay, because when I started working out, I started feeling better. So that's how I started my fitness journey, and that's how I thought if I like this, why not to make a profession out of it.
See, a lot of my friends and maybe even you might be knowing, that a lot of people, they like to work at home. See, it's not bad working out at home, but what is the importance and benefits of working with a personal trainer?
Okay, first question, working at home or working out at gym, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's all about moving your body because the way our body is made is to functional things. Okay. So we have to keep moving just because of day-to-day life. We are living a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, we have to make it an active lifestyle. So for that, you start playing a sports, it's fine. Or else you start running or whatever you like, start with that. And then eventually you think what you want to do. And then you can try new things like, just say recently I tried swimming. I started learning swimming in this lockdown. Then I tried doing other different things which I didn't know. That's how you can add on things. So like, so you upgrade your skill. And then you also get into an activity. So the part is just to do an activity and keep your body in the movement. That's the first thing. And when we are talking about a personal trainer, it's all about your goals. Now, when you talk about a personal trainer, the personal trainer helps you in your form and technique, because whatever you're doing, you should do in the right form, in the right way.
Correct.
So he helps you there, and it's a proper guideline where you get. So I would suggest you, if you're doing anything in your life, and if you want to start for a while, you should take a personal trainer. It's not for your he's going to train you for a certain while. No, don't do that. If you're taking a personal, try learning things from him, try knowing things from him for a certain while, and then you can start with your own journey for a while. And then you can just be in a contact with him. So even in the same way, he'll teach you and he can move forward with other clients, because he also doesn't want to stick with the one client for a very long time. So you can learn from him from 3 months or 4 months, and then you can move forward. So that's how you start your journey, because you have a good knowledge and you also have a good guideline. So that's how you go for it. So that's the reason personal trainer comes in the picture.
Correct, because a lot of people will just see some videos on YouTube or something, and they will try to do the exercise. But I have seen a lot of my friends doing the exercise in a wrong way. But seriously, thank you for explaining us in brief about why exactly you need personal training. So
one thing that we all say in fitness, that there is a lot of information available outside. So like YouTube or Google or whatever you do, there are a lot of information around, but you don't know where to use that. So you don't know what knowledge is and what is information. So there's a gap of knowledge and information. You know you have to do certain things, but वो किसके लिए और कभी करना है, that is when the personal trainer comes in the picture. Otherwise you'll just read about it and you think हाँ ये तो मेरे को भी suit हो जाएगा. No. Everybody is different. Everyone has a different lifestyle. So you have to work in a different way. I can't work with you the same way as I'm working with my previous clients. If I want to work with you, I have to go in a different way. And if I'm working with a different person, it will be a whole different thing. That's how it works. So that's the reason personal trainer comes in the picture.
So let's go towards the next segment where I'll be asking you some myths. And let's see, because these are the questions which I had shared across to my channel and I had got the questions back. The first question is, if you walk 10,000 steps a day, you don't need to do any other exercise. Is it enough? Or this is just a myth that 10,000 steps हो गया मतलब खलास?
नहीं, वो बहुत ही कम हो गया. 10,000 steps is like 1,000 steps will hardly burn your 40 calories. If I would say a normal thing, if you search it on internet also, on a web thing also, Google, 1,000 steps will only burn like 40 to 45 calories max. So 10,000 आप calculate भी करोगे तो hardly कुछ calorie burn हो. Okay, but if a normal person is starting, then starting में he can go for it. But again, I'll tell you the same thing. कुछ time के बाद आपको results दिखेंगे. But after a while, after a month or two, you will start having that you will stop having those results, because body is used to it. Used to. So you have to do something more. So I would suggest कि उसी 10,000 steps अगर आप walk कर रहे हो 10,000 steps, okay, like for an hour or something like that. So try jogging in that. So वहाँ पे थोड़ा speed आ जाता है. वो वाला point है. So something different. So it will work for a while, but then later it won't. Because now, if I'm not doing anything, it doesn't. And I start working out a little bit also. Obviously, मेरा body थोड़ा results को दिखाएगा, but उसके बाद नहीं. So it's not a myth on me, but थोड़ा सा point है उसमें. You can't do it for a lifetime thing.
Okay. So now, since I raised a point in terms of alcohol, you said that you should cut alcohol and all. So there's another question from one of my friends where he is asking is, how do you get rid of a beer belly? And is there something such as beer belly, or is just a myth?
There is nothing called beer belly. It's like the fat near the belly. So that's what there are different terms like beer belly, stubborn fat. There are a lot of different words that we got. Same thing, bro. Go on a deficit diet, stop your alcohol, start working out, or start an activity. That's what I would say. That is only the thing that you have to follow. Be consistent with that and stop drinking. Otherwise, try making it very less. Because what happens is, if you work out and again you're going to drink in the night, that doesn't make any sense. Because
it's of no use. Correct.
No use. So you're again from minus and minus. So again, it's going to be level up. So it doesn't make any sense. So जो आपने घटाया वो वापस से बढ़ा है, तो it doesn't make any sense. So you have to follow that pattern. And obviously it won't come in a week. Abhi obviously you are drinking from how long? 2 साल 3 साल तो आने को भी 2-3 साल लगा है, तो जाएगा थोड़ी 2 महीने में. It will obviously take that much time.
Yeah, correct. But so now there is a very weird question which I got from someone. I'll not name that person. The question is, how do I lose a ton of weight without exercising, dieting, and going to the gym? This is the question.
Yeah, I get this question a lot from my friends. There is no such thing, dude. You can't do that. You can't. You have to follow some rules to get into this thing. Otherwise, you can't. Otherwise, you'll stay the way you are.
Yeah,
because you're not doing anything. That's how
you need to have some, some movement in your body. Then only something will happen. Yeah. So whoever asked this question was rubbish question. So please, I had to not ask this question only.
But it's okay. There are people, I get this question a lot. कि सर क्या करें अगर हमें कुछ नहीं करना? सर कुछ मत करो, घर पे
कुछ मत करो, मर जाओ एक दिन बस. Okay, and this is a question from me basically. So I've seen two types of physiques. So one is like you. Is a lean body which has cuts and all, and one is, for example, you can say like John Abraham. He's more bulkier, like Hulk, So the question is, these supplements, I don't know exactly what are the terms, but the powders which they use after gymming or before gymming, is that natural? Is it healthy, or it is good, or it is bad?
When we talk about supplements, there are two things. There are supplements and
steroids.
Steroids. Okay. Yeah. So steroids are something which boost your growth hormone and which can be injected or which can be medicine wise. Okay. So you don't want to do this because you don't want to do anything wrong with your body, internal organs, which will obviously destroy your internal organs, and it always have a side effect. Now, when we talk about supplement is where you don't get something from a natural source. Just say, if I'm eating, but I don't have the time to eat that amount of food, so I obviously go for a supplement. Now, see, doctors, when they give you something, those are called supplements. जैसे कि कुछ powder दे दिया, फिर कभी कुछ medicine दे दिया, vitamin C, the tablets, because you're not getting it from a daily diet, so they give you an extra. So that's what happens is they give you a supplement. Same thing. Now, when I take a supplement, there are whey proteins, there are BCAA, there is mass gainers, then there are fat burners, there are a lot of other supplements which also have side effects and which don't have. So if someone wants to start, I would rather say just go for a normal whey protein thing, and you can start with that because it's just a protein intake, because sometimes we can't have a proper protein intake from a diet. But if you have it from a natural source, it's a very good thing. You don't have to take a protein. So now, from past just 8 months, because of the budgeting and my and my diet is proper, so I'm not taking extra supplements. But if I go heavier, because I'm also not doing heavy workouts right now. But if I go heavy on my workouts, and if I think my diet is lacking somewhat, and I don't have time much, so I'll prefer more of a supplement. That's what happens. So it is just an extra thing. But now it has become a thing where people are like, "Tu bhi le raha hai, to main bhi le." So it is like a
just thing, become a thing,
But if you're getting it from a natural source, you don't have to do it. That's what I would say. Supplements are not bad, but some like fat burners or mass gainers, they do have some side effects which I would not suggest people to take.
And
but then again, depends what are their goals and other things.
And do you suggest that a person can just go to a shop and purchase it, or you suggest that a person should take a guidance from a proper trainer or nutritionist?
Yeah, I would say because see, in India there are a lot of scams happening. Okay,
fake ones also. Yeah,
the fake ones basically. So I would say directly don't go anywhere and buy, because you don't know where the shop is, what it is. So always listen to your trainer. If obviously he won't give you something bad, because if he's training you, he also wants the result. He also wants to see the same results. And if he will give you a bad product, the blame will automatically come on him, because उसने suggest किया था. So obviously आपको अच्छा product देगा. And always don't try to take something which is more cheaper, because obviously अगर कोई brand ने अपना quality रखा है, तो उसने उस हिसाब से price रखा है. अगर आप उस चीज को एक cheaper way सोच से खरीदने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, तो फिर वो कहाँ ना कहाँ पे problematic हो सकता है. So always suggest ask your trainer. He will suggest you. Otherwise, take from a proper brand or something like that which has a proper, जैसे कि अगर Nike का showroom है वैसे बहुत सारे showrooms आते हैं.
Correct.
जैसे GNC का showroom है. Other, I don't want to take the brand name, but there are other people who have their own proper thing. You can follow that and you can take that, which you know, which you trust. That's how you can do.
Yeah, because a lot, at least in India especially, a lot of anything, you know, any product is in the market, uska first copy or duplicate आता है.
First copy या फिर कुछ आ जाता है. So I would say कि पहले तो ये करो.
And since this is for your body, we need to be very careful.
Very careful.
Whatever you are taking.
Whatever you're putting inside your body.
Yeah,
that is more important.
Yeah, correct. The last myth what I have is basically, before telling the myth, I would just like to say that the sugar, when a person is trying to lose weight, sugar is something which people should avoid. This is what I do. This is my lifestyle way. I eat very, very less sugar. Okay. But even if I consume sugar, it is natural. Like if I'm eating a banana, if anything in fruits, that is fine. But an ice cream or artificial sugar, I avoid that because that helps me in losing weight. And what do you feel? Is this a healthy way?
It's a right way. It's a right healthy way. Yeah. See, cutting down on sugar, because again, sugar, there are a lot of other things also which come in sugar, but it's again more on a higher calorie side, I would say. Okay, because obviously it gives you a lot of energy. So I would tell people that try taking sugar from your natural sources, the way you said. Go for a fruit, or try adding a little bit of jaggery, or you can say honey, or try taking from a natural source instead of going for a sugar. So people also have this myth कि sir sugar बोला तो मैंने fruits भी खाना बंद करना चाहिए. नहीं, fruits are necessary.
Correct.
But try cutting sugar and try adding something which is a natural source. You can do that. It's a very healthy lifestyle. But again, also try working on a part. See, now this is what happens. If you start following something for a very long time and अचानक में तुमने कभी खा लिया, so थोड़ा problem हो जाए. So try not doing that. So if I follow a diet plan for a very long time, और अचानक मैंने जाके बाहर खा लिया, so when I don't consume junk or I don't eat something, obviously I'll have little bit of problems in my system. So try not doing that. So someday, somewhat, go for a higher sugar.
Okay.
Twice a week, once a week or 2 week में एक बार, something like that. But try going little bit higher. Reason is because you need to go a bit higher. You need to give your body to that shock level. कि मतलब हाँ, हम भी ये भी खा सकते हैं. You just can't go very. Today you have the option of not having, but what tomorrow you don't have the option. Then what will you do? So your body won't have that routine, right? So once in a blue moon, it's fine. You can go for it. So like once cheat day. That's the reason we keep a cheat day. So that you go on a high surplus calorie. That's what I see. Where your glucose actually spikes.
So before we end, if you can tell me something about the app which you created and what are your future plans?
Okay. Yeah. So this app is basically now the way I told you. Intake, calorie intake and calorie expenditure, what to eat, what not to eat. That is what my app is all about. Okay. So HealthOfit is a concept that I've come with for a person like you. What you can do is you can go on that app, you can make your own workout pattern and you can follow that. Okay, so मैंने ये activity किया, इतनी activity में मेरा इतना calories burn है. और अगर मैंने ये खाया है, you can just see the food and then according to the region to region एक approximate calories हमने डाला है. अभी जैसे चपाती का एक calorie होता है, but अभी सबके घर का अलग चपाती होता है, but हमने एक common वाला पकड़ के उसको डाला. So you know approximate calories तुम कितना खा रहे हो. So if you know approximate calories, accordingly you can make your food diet plan or you know what to eat. This is the first end of the app which you can use. And the other actual basic thing is that we also have a web application of the same thing where the trainers are going to come in. And if you want, you can tell your trainer to come from that side and you make your plan from a web application which you can follow on this. So your trainer, because of this lockdown, not everyone can afford a gym, not everyone can do, but obviously you can take a personal trainer or you can take a proper diet plan or a workout plan. So that person will just make your diet plan for a month and your workout pattern for a month. You just have to go on your app, you just have to see what it does. Keep clicking whatever you're doing. Your trainer will get a notification that you have done your workout pattern and everything, and you know that you have done your workout. So it's just for a tracking as a trainer. and a client. It's just a mediocre thing. That's what we are doing, right? Because if I'm a trainer and I'm giving a diet plan to other people, okay, or a workout plan, I have to do a lot of things. I have to give it through WhatsApp. I have to give it through video. I have to send my own videos in a different way. I have to send mails. There are a lot of things that happen and they don't understand some of the time. So this application, if I give you, you have to do squats or you have to do pull-up or you have to do push-up. You just open it, you click it, you see your video. So you know what you have to do. If you think that you're doing wrong or something, you can obviously ask a trainer something. But you know what to do. So you can. That's how the tracking thing will be done. We are also going to add later features which will be more handy. But this is like a basic app that we are creating. That is just being a mid-bridge between a trainer and a client for their own basic thing. That's all. That's what my app does, right?
Okay. So whoever wants to get in touch with Wilson, I will leave his account details in my description and he can explain you more about the apps. Sorry, I just got a call. Okay. And do you like to share with us what are your future plans?
Okay, for right now, I don't have any future plans. I am just working on my studies right now. I have to complete my certification, as I told you in the before. That I was about to give my exams before this, but because of lockdown, I couldn't give my exams. So I am working on my exams right now. Then I have my nutrition course to complete. And activity types, this is just my certifications that I have to make sure that I'm doing. And activity-wise, I'm planning to get into some sports right now, which I don't want to actually reveal. But yeah, I'll be playing some things which will automatically come and we'll see. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah,
there are some big plans that are happening, but
yeah, that was a nice and lovely conversation which we had about fitness. So thank you so much, and we hope that whoever is listening to it may gain some knowledge from it. And please do get in touch with Wilson Gomes. So thank you, Wilson. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, bro.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the conversation and learned something new. Thanks to everyone, and see you guys next week.